No, look, it's SGDQ. It's not AGDQ. We're at the Minneapolis Hilton Hotel, okay? What do you mean? Okay, I get it. But listen, we got a show to put on soon, okay? Listen, sorry. Hi, welcome to Summer Games Done Quick 2025. We're back again, and I can't believe it's been 15 years of events already. And what a wonderful 15 years it's been. I can't express just like how great it's been to see all the work and that Doctors Without Borders has done throughout the years. And for that, I want to bring it over to Greta. She has a few words she wants to say, including something special for us this year.
Yes, awesome. Thank you so much, Maddie. I'm so excited to be back for another Summer Games Done Quick. As Maddie said, my name is Greta Doucette. I am with Doctors Without Borders. Doctors Without Borders is a medical humanitarian aid organization. We are also known by our French name, Médecins Sans Frontières, or MSF as we call it. We are providing aid in over 70 countries with over 69,000 staff worldwide. And we provide medical care to anyone who needs it. MSF does not receive any government funding. Instead, we rely solely on individual donors like you. Now, more than ever, your donations are crucial. With the US government dismantling USAID, MSF teams have witnessed US-funded organizations reducing or canceling vital activities. This is leaving MSF to help fill the funding gaps left by the cuts. And it is thanks to support like you, we're treating war-wounded patients in Sudan, offering mental health support to displaced people across Mexico, and providing life-saving care with limited supplies to patients in Gaza. And since that very first SGDQ, you all have raised over $23 million for MSF's work. We're truly so grateful for the generosity, the support, and the community of the speedrunners. And to kick off this year's SGDQ, I do have a very special donation message. Throughout the month of June, 15 individual streamers streamed over 300 hours to raise awareness and donations for Doctors Without Borders. Even though these were individuals, they came together in camaraderie and community as SGDQ ambassadors to raise $32,556.78. I really want to say thank you to the SGDQ ambassadors for the impact you've already made on MSF's work and our care around the world. Here's to an incredible Summer Games Done Quick 2025.
Thank you so much, Greta. Well, I'm not one to keep you all waiting. We got a Sonic 2 queued up for us right here. So let's get ready for a countdown for the run. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is SuperSonic. I am a retro speedrunner that mainly focuses on Sonic games, and I am bringing you all Sonic 2 All Emeralds with Sonic and Tails. We're going to try to go for all 7 Chaos Emeralds in this game. And I have my lovely couch behind me. Feel free to introduce yourselves while I try to get these rings up here.
Hello, I am 2chan.
I'm JoeyBaby69.
I am the Sound Defense.
Yeah, 3 talented classic Sonic speedrunners as well within the trilogy, like Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Thank you.
But yeah, we got, right off the bat, we're going into a special stage, which is the half-pipe auto-scroller. So I know Joey has something prepared for this, so go for it, bud.
Right, so we already introduced our commentators, but we're not alone. It's not just us 3. We have the official Sonic the Hedgehog 2 player's guide from the pros at Sega themselves.
You did not tell me about this.
Oh yeah, we got all the tips and tricks straight from the pros, straight from the source.
When was this released?
This was released from 1993.
1993. Okay, a relic.
Yeah, so I'll take it. I'll give you a little rundown. Take it from the pros at Sega. This book is what you need to soar through every level and send your score straight into orbit.
Into orbit?
Straight into orbit. That's what the pros say.
That's where you want it to be, right?
Right. So we have Sonic giving us little tidbits throughout the whole player's guide.
It is Sonic himself. All right. Quote. Hi, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. Welcome to Mobius. That's my planet. It's a real nice place. Did you know it's a nice place, SuperSonic?
It is very nice.
I've got more.
I've been there like twice.
Well, it was until Dr. Evo Robotnik came along, imprisoned all of my friends, and spoiled it all. Come along with me and help me send Robotnik and all of his evil sidekicks back where they came from. We got a Chaos Emerald, I was telling you.
Yeah. Good one, Super.
Yeah.
So this is gonna help us, is it?
I guess we'll see.
We're trying to help SuperSonic. This is a very important moment for you.
Okay.
There we go.
Very nicely done.
All right. I got probably the hardest like ring route for Emerald 1 down, so I think the rest of it should be a breeze here.
That was low-key the one you were stressing about the most, right?
I was,
Right.
yes.
Yes, okay.
Because like once you don't get on top of that loop-de-loop with the checkpoint in, it's pretty hard to get back up at that point. Yeah, so the difficulty around the run in general is keeping the 50 rings and reaching the checkpoint just before potentially taking damage, and that would like completely skew the whole routing process, which would result either taking a death to try again or having a new reroute on later stages to get backups for any emeralds you miss.
It's kind of the drawback of all Emeralds runs in Sonic in general, is that you have to account for rings, and if things go awry, then it's
Right.
up in smoke, right?
Well, while we've got another special stage going on, maybe we can hear something from our host.
Hey, that's me. My name is ateatree, and as everyone's mentioned so far, welcome to Summer Games Done Quick 2025, running live from Minneapolis, Minnesota, in support of Doctors Without Borders. Now, normally I'd get right to reading off your amazing donations, which are the reason for the season, but I have one very special announcement, which anyone on a laptop or desktop computer may have already noticed. You actually have an additional way to donate to the marathon this year. Which is to say that where the subscribe button normally appears on your screen, you now have the donate to charity button. You can still use it on the right-hand menu to make or extend donations to give out gift subs, but you can also use it to donate directly to the marathon without ever leaving the Twitch stream. And the minimum donation through this extension is $1. Once you've made your donation, once you've allowed the extension to read your Twitch information, it'll capture your email. That'll come through on your donation, so you can use that to donate for prizes all week as well. But once you've done that, you'll see the GDQ D-pad icon show up on the left-hand side of your screen. You'll tap that, and then you'll be able to use the donation you've made through the Twitch page to add to bid wars and incentives. So you can keep the party going all week long on the Twitch stream itself without having to go anywhere else.
We just got our second Chaos Emerald.
Right? We stole Emerald Hill, and Sonic has a couple things to say regarding the status of Emerald Hill Zone. This used to be such a peaceful place where I practiced my SuperSonic running with my friend Miles, parentheses. I like to call him Tails on account that he has two of them, but now Robotnik has turned all my other friends into mechanical monsters, and Emerald Hill isn't so fun. Help me clean up Emerald Hill.
Don't you love cleaning up?
He really says that.
Yeah, he does.
A little bit of a rough fight there. I went to go back to get some rings because normally you wouldn't have any rings to fight this guy.
Yeah, like when you go to a special stage and complete it, all your rings gets taken away from you. So if you get Emerald just before the boss fight, you're pretty much playing the boss fight like without taking damage, unless you go back. You go backtrack for any extra rings.
How do
Best
you know?
music in the game.
If you do that as Knuckles, you don't lose all your rings. I'm not sure why.
That is true.
Yes, everyone put your jam emotes in chat. I want to see them.
Yeah, everybody jam, clap to the beat, whatever you want to do. Let's get hype.
Don't worry, SuperSonic, we're here to help.
Oh, good.
All right, you made it to Chemical Plant. This is where old Doc Robotnik is trying to cook up some nasty toxic waste. You can help me foil his plan, though. Just be careful. There are lots of nasty tricks and traps here, and try not to fall in the nasty purple pollution at the bottom. It sticks to my cobalt blue quills.
Cobalt blue. I did not.
That's
see
what he
that.
says.
Oh, nice continue, by the way.
You can absolutely tell whoever wrote that guide had like at least a minors in fine writing.
At least. It's you know, it's structurally sound.
So this is the first quote-unquote glitch in the run. So SuperSonic's gonna manipulate Tails to make the door on his left open up. He's not supposed to be in this route right now. He's supposed to like take a big detour around to go from the door on the left side. But having Tails in that position will trick the door into opening, so he will walk through the left. It will send a path swap trigger to make him go into the end stage really quickly.
This boss is a lot of fun.
Tails, do not ruin this. Okay.
Nicely done.
Tails graciously sacrificed himself for the sake of the run.
Little tip at home, you can just duck and the blue blobs won't hurt you.
Where did you learn that?
In this strategy guide, actually,
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Right, straight from the pros.
Straight from
Of
the
course.
pros at Sega.
Right from the pros.
They
All the
know.
tips and tricks you need. You know, just as the book says, you need to know a couple of tips and tricks, or else Robotnik will make minced hedgehog stew out of you.
Minced hedgehog stew.
Don't ever forget, the fate of Mobius is in your shoulders. Stay sharp and watch your step.
Are we helping Supersonic?
I'll be right.
Yeah, you guys are.
Oh, sorry.
Awesome.
I feel like it's falling on deaf ears, you know?
Oh, I'm just playing the game.
Yeah,
Play
this
the
is a
game.
relatively straightforward stage.
Aren't we all?
Oh, I got the roll there, so we're not gonna get the speed shoe effect here.
Yeah, there's a quirk in if you have speed shoes and you dive into the water, your speed shoes is basically just gone for some reason. Aquatic Ruin is obviously the only stage that's gonna be an issue of that, but
Joey, they're called power sneakers.
I'm sorry. So okay, so the official strategy guide from Sega trademark calls the speed shoes power sneakers. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for misinformation here.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
I know, right?
To be fair, have you ever tried to get water out of your sneakers when they get soaked?
Yes, this morning.
Did you know the spin dash is not called the spin dash? It's called the super speed dash,
I don't believe you.
or the super dash attack.
I believe you even less.
This is an edutainment stream, right? We're here to inform and to educate.
Gonna try to not get hit here. We're gonna get our third emerald by the end of Aquatic Ruin Act 2.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh gosh.
I'm gonna jump this way.
Safe, we're safe, we're good.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna wait for this arrow to go by because I don't want to lose my rings here.
Nicely done.
There we go.
And through our special stage 3.
Oh,
Yep, here we go.
And I
nice.
Think, all right, and I think this is a perfect time for some donations if we have any.
Oh, we have $44,265 worth. So thank
What?
you for all your amazing work so far.
That's not a real number, that's too big.
We got $50 from Schmarty. Hello from the live audience. So wild to be here in person for the first time. Best luck to all the runners and thanks in advance for donating to a great cause. Let's go!
So I believe from SuperSonic himself, these are one of the more trickier special stages to combat.
Mostly because I have to guide Tails in a little bit. Like this first section is not too bad, but the second section, the game tries to trick you a little bit into thinking you gotta go left or right. You just stay in the center the entire second section. And then the last one, you're just gonna kind of see the rings go in a spiral in a way. Kind of like how the bombs are looking right now. And I need to make sure that I jump at a specific time so that way Tails can avoid it as well, because there's like a half-second delay with my input for Tails. So if he ends up taking damage, that's mostly my fault, but I usually blame him anyway, so.
I think I speak for a lot of people at home saying Tails cannot be relied upon for these special stages. It looks like he's getting rings, but he takes damage so easily.
I believe the ring requirement is higher when you have Tails active. Is that correct?
That is correct.
It's like by 10 rings higher, I believe.
Right. So I guess they compensate thinking that Tails will grab more rings for you, which is technically true, but as you see there, he can also lose them just as quickly as he gains them.
It's been 33 years since this game came out. Tails still doesn't know this special stage.
SuperSonic will be clearing all of the ring requirements by himself.
For the most part. If Tails gets any rings, that's helpful too, because it ends up in the total box that you see in the center. So,
Right.
yeah, Emerald number 3.
It's all emeralds,
All right.
baby.
You know, it's odd. You did all that work explaining directionality and how you're supposed to proceed through that special stage, but I have a donation here from Hib. It's $5 to Doctors Without Borders, and it just says, hold right.
Yeah, hold right.
Simple
I agree.
enough.
It's that
That's a good tip. You're almost like a pro for Sega themselves.
We need more tips, actually.
tips and tricks. That's always good.
This looks like a very treacherous situation. No rings. Okay, he's fine.
All right, we're good. We're good.
What does it say about aquatic ruin? What do we got?
Aquatic ruin. I think it's a little simple here. Well, we already got through the nastiness of aquatic ruin, but avoiding getting chopped by the chomper. Chomp Chomp would like to make Hedgehog chop suey out of you. Don't let him.
I'm detecting a theme here between chop suey, minced hedgehog stew.
Somebody was hungry.
Apparently the riders were.
What are they serving in Casino Night Zone?
A lot of gambling.
A lot of gambling.
But we're not going into the slot machine.
Don't gamble.
we're not.
Oh, no.
Gambling's bad.
We're going somewhere.
We're going somewhere. This is actually not where I wanted to go.
Yeah, so Sonic has a lot to say about Casino Night Zone.
Oh, does
hey, let's party. It's Casino Night Zone. This is the place for fun and earning extra lives. It's hard to lose a life here, though you can do if you try.
You could try it.
There's plenty of opportunities for you to win big, but there are also dangers and challenges ahead. So chance it and have fun.
All right, so if you lose a life here, it was your fault, according to the official
Right.
strategy.
That's what they're saying, skill issue.
They said we made it easy.
If you lose a life here, that's no good.
So yeah, the bumpers are really bad in this game, especially the triangular ones. That's what I hit accidentally, so it sent me to like a different route. But
Yeah, if
We're
you
good
hit the
though.
wrong angle, you're improvising from there, right? You're
Yeah,
gotta
pretty
get back on
much.
track. Yeah.
So we're gonna hopefully keep the species for a grand majority of this level. We're gonna use a glitch to clip into a flipper here.
actually, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, we're not gonna. Okay, we're gonna get
Oh,
some
not
rings
this
here.
one.
It's too
Yeah,
spicy. Too spicy.
Not this one, but the next one I will
Okay.
try for it.
Zesty, right.
Spicy zesty. Yeah.
So we won't clip through this one, but we'll clip into something.
Yeah, we'll try to clip into it. Got some chili dogs too. I
40?
at least
Heck yeah.
thought what they look like.
We gotta grab chili dogs after this. What do you say, guys?
Oh, yeah.
I'm good. for
Y'all
that.
want chili dogs too?
And nicely done.
All right, emerald number 4 coming up. Think it's a good time for some more donations.
That'd be good.
More donations you shall have. We've got $50 from Okoma to MSF. You got the SuperSonic. So happy to see you opening SGDQ. Club 601 is watching and cheering you on. Beep.
Yeah, shout out to Club 601.
Yeah,
Speaking
shout
of
out
Club
to-
601, HUD601 sends in $25. Hello to the West Coast Numpty from all your friends in Club 601. We're here hosting a watch party and sending all the love. Sending you all the love, meeps, and joy. Go fast, Supersonic, less than 3.
Yo, thank you, HUDs. I can get like 2 more.
Okay. Argeek sends in $20 to MSF. Yo, Supersonic, so proud of SGDQ. May the orange ball of chaos not troll you and glitch work first try. You're an absolute ledge, Numpty. It's written just like that.
You gotta read it fast, you know? True, Arctic.
And a $25 donation to Doctors Without Borders from Big the Dave. Supersonic, I didn't eat today. I think I'll have the soup.
There's a lot of soup on the menu.
Tails is now in front. That seems bad.
That is a little concerning, but he wants a little bit of action too. I guess we'll give it to him a little bit, unless he hits a bomb.
Oh, he asked for it.
All right, I think we should be all right here. Let's see. There's gonna be bombs in the middle. I'm just gonna keep track of where they're coming from. Yeah, I guess we'll give Tails. Who likes Tails in the crowd?
It's a sweet little lad.
Yep, orange ball of chaos, as we like to call him.
Or Miles, you like to call him too.
Miles, yeah, miles per hour.
I was going to say, we all had our Phoenix Down moment with miles per hour at some point, right?
Yeah, we did. So it looks like Tails got the Chaos Emerald instead of me, so we'll give that to him.
No, it says Sonic got a Chaos Emerald. It's right there.
We just have to cross that out and put Tails on it.
So there's another boss where, oh wait, no, you get some rings here. That is a convenience.
That is very
Yeah.
convenient.
Because his Sonic's old enemy, Dr. Ivo Robotnik, has become rounder, sneakier, and nastier than before. He's up to another evil scheme, and I guess is up to a Super Hedgehog to make things right again.
He's been rounder.
Around here.
That's the part I had questions about.
Sonic
Yes.
went to an effort to point out he's leaner and Robotnik's rounder.
Yeah. In contrast, Sonic's meaner, leaner, and faster than ever.
Where did you
A little
get this
toxic,
thing?
buddy.
The good buddies called eBay.
Thank you so much, eBay. All right, saxophone emotes in chat if you have them, please.
No, it's not Baby Rage. I heard that.
Now we're gonna get some invincibility. We're gonna do a clip into the lava here. It's gonna our first major glitch shown in the run. We're gonna have us stand into the platform, and since we have no way to get damaged, he's gonna stand into the platform. He's gonna get synced into the wall, and we're gonna introduce a zip right there. So when Sonic is wedged into collision, if SuperSonic holds left on the D-pad, he'll go right. If he holds right, he goes left. And the game is trying to like eject him on whatever he is. So if he presses the opposite direction, he will get that speed, and the momentum will carry on out of the wall, and he'll clip straight through the lava.
51 rings right on the
So
dot.
let's hear from the donation station again, shall we?
My pleasure. We got $100 to MSF from Ginja. SuperSonic, it's been an honor getting to know you and watch your speedruns. I can think of no better person to open a GDQ event, and I believe no one deserves it more than you. I'm proud of you, buddy. Also, it's Crying Baby Zone. Appropriate time for that. Mr. Goodboy donates $700 to Doctors Without Borders. Happy summer GDQ from a random tattooed in VA Beach. I've been saving a portion of all my earnings from June so I can send it forward to you guys. Let's go to all the runners and let's go trans rights.
Yeah.
Tresem with $25 to Doctors Without Borders. Here's a good tip. If you push down in one of the jump buttons, you get to do a spin dash. Wait, that's not the name of it, Joey. I forgot the name. Can you help me out?
Super speed dash.
Okay, the super spin attacks? Something like that.
Super something.
Thank you so much to all of you for your incredible generosity.
All right, so this last section here, there was only one set of bombs, so everything else is just rings. I just need to make sure I get 200 of them for my total. So we're pretty much en route for that. So you got any more tidbits for us, Joey?
Hey, bust them out.
Yeah, so we got some hilltop zone action going on right here. Whether you take the high road or the low road, you're gonna get there eventually. Look out for the mighty earthquakes and the rising lava though. The life of a super hedgehog is never easy.
It's never easy. You thought it was easy. It's never easy.
It's not easy being cobalt blue.
Absolutely not. All right, so yeah, we got the remainder of Hilltop, which is just this right here.
Yeah.
They realized at the end, wait a minute, we need a checkpoint somewhere.
Here's good.
Like it makes sense for an Act 2, but Act 1, interestingly placed.
It's very cinematic placement, you know?
So Hilltop Zone Act 2, so SuperSonic gonna try to make a pretty good cycle here. So there's a cave section in the middle half of the level where it goes in 4-second increments. He's gonna try to catch a cycle coming up right now. He's gonna take a shield just for safety. We're gonna also try to get another emerald here in this stage right by the end of it. So we are doing good so far. Gonna get that extra ring bonus according to the, we don't call it ring boxes around here. It's ring bonus. Ring bonus. We're gonna skip that ring bonus because we have enough rings for anyone. That's why the shield's there, just in case something like that happens. Youch, says the instruction booklet.
There is literally a screenshot of Sonic on spikes, and it says ouch, and there's an arrow pointing to it.
Yeah.
This is ouch.
Just to ensure that you know this hurts him. He's in excruciating pain in that moment in time.
Kids, do not touch spikes.
You'll say ouch.
Ouch.
So I believe from what SuperSonic told me, this is one of the more harder ones.
This is honestly the hardest special stage, but this special stage 6. But when we get to special stage 7, it looks so much easier. Like you'll see why. But in this case, there's going to be a spiral coming up here. And unfortunately, our buddy Tails is going to take damage.
He's trying.
Oh, wow. Oh, he's tanking those. He's made of steel.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 95 rings is okay. Normally I like to get 100 here, but we should have enough. But in the meantime, can we get some more donations, please?
You absolutely may, and thank you so much for asking kindly. Shido Hari donates $25 to Doctors Without Borders. Gotta go fast on the first run of GDQ. May I have the soup of the day with some lava beef?
That would be in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, unfortunately not for this game.
Liowen donates to Doctors Without Borders, and their $25 donation is accompanied by this comment. Can't wait for a week of amazing runs. I look forward to this event every year, and now that I'm a teacher on summer break, I get to enjoy much more of it than normal. Good luck, runners, and thank you to everyone who makes this event possible.
Oh, ow. Ouch.
Ouch!
Ouch.
Arrow pointing.
All right, I need to make sure I get 220 here, but this one, just jump a little early, just so I can get these rings here.
Oh my god.
That is probably the hardest set of rings to get. Sorry, Tails.
Over, one away.
I trust in Tails to at least keep more than 0.
More than 0, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's happened a few times. He hits a bomb, but he doesn't lose anything.
He's just indestructible.
Ouch. There we go.
All right, he tried his best, though.
He's a trooper.
Yeah.
Trooper.
Can I get some applause for Tails?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta give an applause for folks who try.
Give it up for our furry friend, Miles. I call him Tails.
Why do you call him Tails?
He has 2 tails.
Oh.
Yeah, on account he has 2 of them.
Oh, where did you learn that?
I learned that in the strategy guide, actually.
Strategy guys, straight from
Oh.
the pros at Sega. Trademark. All right, Tails is watching from a distance. He knows where to keep at bay.
I don't know what Tails
Ouch.
is doing there, actually.
Yeah, ouch.
We don't question the Tails. Tails does what Tails wants.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to give Tails aggressive head pats here, but he doesn't want any. Come on, Tails. There we go.
There we go.
Hey. So welcome to Mystic Cave Zone.
SuperSonic, you need our help. You can't relax in the Mystic Cave.
Dangers are hiding everywhere.
Stay on your toes and look out for hidden enemies and sharp spikes that suddenly appear.
Strange as it may seem, speed is not the best answer.
You don't want to be traveling supersonic and run right into a flasher.
Mystic Cave is no place to be foolhardy.
Don't be foolhardy.
That was perfect timing, actually.
Were you being foolhardy? Did we stop
Did you run
being
right into a
foolhardy?
flasher?
I did run into a flasher, yeah.
Did you
It says
say
right here.
ouch? I imagine that was very painful.
All right, gotta watch out for the asparagus there. There we
Oh,
go.
God.
That will kill
nice.
That's terrifying.
Pretty good stage, though.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
All right,
Oh, wait.
Mystic 2 is rolled with
Thursday
our
or
last emerald here. So.
you. I think we're helping a
Yeah,
lot.
we're doing a really good job.
You're doing something.
Yeah.
Us 3 and the pros at Sega are helping them go along this
Sega
journey.
seal of approval.
The pros.
Seal of quality.
In the very front, official Sega seal quality. We're here for the best run imaginable. This is the result from the pros at Sega, giving you
Nothing
the
less.
tips and tricks you need.
Nothing less for SGDQ 2025.
It's a good thing you guys are here.
All right, we're getting our final emerald here, and if things goes well, we'll have supersonic speed for select levels, of course.
Here we go.
So final special stage. The first 2 phases are very easy, I'd say. But the last one can be a little tricky because rings are scattered all over the place, and we just got to make sure that we don't take too much damage. So for this one, we're just going to be jumping back and forth for the most part, and just kind of following where the rings are appearing. The game tries to trick you a little bit too into thinking, oh, you're going to go to that side, but no, we're going to give you more rings on a current side. So, and they just throw in the bombs in the center as well.
It usually succeeds at tricking me, I will say.
Yeah.
I think this is the most rings I've ever seen Tails hold.
Yeah, it's got 28 of them.
Oh, that's a liability.
That's
right
a
there.
liability.
All right, so that's phase 1. While we're doing phase 2, can we get some more donations, please?
Absolutely. And a quick update that the Banjo-Kazooie Glitch Exhibition is almost at 50%, $9,307.10 out of the 20,000 that we're looking for. There are people excited to donate for that and our upcoming bid war as far as which platform Banjo-Kazooie will be run on, like Ad129, who donates $20. GDQ hype! So excited for this SGDQ. Good luck, have fun, Supersonic. My donation goes towards N64 for the Banjo-Kazooie run because N64 is the best.
All right, here we go. Final phase here.
You need 210, right?
Yeah, 210's all we need, but I have 230, so I can take 2 hits technically. So I'm just gonna stay in the center, but I am gonna jump for a few times.
Did you see how many rings you missed right there?
I missed a bunch of them. Oh, whoops.
Ouch! What is happening?
I bet you're missing those rings too.
I'm definitely missing those.
He needs our help, guys. He needs our help.
Yeah.
All right. What's it say?
Will Robotnik ever learn? He keeps on trying. You gotta give him that. and I keep wrecking his plans. Hey, somebody's got to do it. It might as well be a hedgehog. So come along. Together we'll send that old Exter packing again.
Old Exter.
The old Exter.
There we go.
I would like to add that you do not, in fact, have to give it to Dr. Robotnik.
All right, we
So
got
that's all 7.
all 7 Chaos Emeralds, and our reward to that is turn into me.
Yeah.
If I don't see a sprite of you in the game, like in 10 minutes, I'm gonna be upset.
Is there a mod?
Best game modification ever.
Need someone who's really good at modding Genesis games. Please put SuperSonic in the game.
Oh yeah, no, the Sonic and Sega communities are extremely talented. I'm sure somebody is now working on it.
It's already done. Look, go online. It's already there.
There we go. All right.
Nicely done with Mr. Cave Act 2.
Yeah, it worked out pretty good, especially with 0 rings on the boss fight there.
Yeah, those stalactites can kill you, right?
And that drill directly in your face was kind of something.
Okay, now we're into Oil Ocean Zone. Sonic says, Robotnik's up to his old slippery tricks. This time, he's built his nasty oil refinery full of mutant sea creatures, deadly traps, and secret routes. The oil ocean itself is thick, crude. You can bounce on top of it if you fall down. Explore thoroughly. You never know what you'll find.
This is thorough exploration right here by going through the oil.
No, you'll get it all over his cobalt blue
all
quills.
crude.
Who among us did not do this as a kid?
Is nobody thinking about his cobalt blue quills?
Absolutely not. But yeah, we're just totally...
Excellent oil one, by the way. That was a beautiful stage.
That is really hard to do because that is one of the struggle stages that I usually deal with. So I'm glad that went really well.
I am excited to see what he does with Oil Ocean 2.
Let's see if we can do it.
I think you can. Who thinks he can?
All right, so we're gonna see a little glitch. We don't have the best naming convention for this, but we're gonna call it the SuperSonic-ish glitch. He goes into this balloon cannon here, and he gets a weird property where he gets the speed of the cannon, and he applies it to.
I gotta take
and, don't have. Okay, so we're gonna take a def here.
Okay.
So this is gonna allow.
Ouch.
Yeah, ouch. It's gonna allow SuperSonic to have SuperSonic-ish speed. That's gonna allow him to take the bottom path of oil, and he's gonna go into a bottom shaft. You'll see later, and that will let him warp up to the boss fight, which is gonna look really strange, and it's gonna allow him to hopefully get 1 cycle into the boss fight here.
That roll is a little tricky there, and I want to watch out for that spring because that takes away the glitch. So.
Yeah. So going off screen loses the glitch state, so he can't go off screen too fast. So that will pretty much apply to if you spin dash. So he's gonna try to like go through the whole level without spin dashing until the very end. We don't mind losing it by the very end. So we're gonna have him in position, jump, warp into the top scrap.
I do have a tip, okay? Keep jumping on
good.
Robotnik when he appears, and he'll soon be an oil slick.
An oil slick, yeah. Didn't get the 1 cycle, but it is tricky. So there is a chance for the game to hard lock if SuperSonic decides to nail the final hit on the frame he goes away. So it's probably for the best that we can at least get a secure hit here. Very nicely done.
There we go.
Phew, that was a close one.
Yeah.
No ouchies for us.
He almost said, ouch. Okay, so
Tails does not like the aggressive head pats.
He does not.
there's a very infamous zone approaching.
That's true.
Metropolis Zone is some kind of a demented nightmare from the disturbed sleep of Dr. Robotnik. That's really dark. It's like running around in a big machine.
Are you sure you guys didn't write this?
Look, maybe? I don't know. I have no recollection.
So this glitch here, so we're gonna introduce 2 glitches here. So we're gonna have something called slope glitch. So if SuperSonic here gets Sonic to stand on an object that goes off screen, when objects are off screen, they get deloaded. And that allows Sonic to be in a weird state where the game doesn't know what he's particularly standing at. And that allows him to phase through the floor if he gets him into a slope. That's why the name is called slope glitch. So it lets him have a lot of momentum if he rolls, but more importantly, if he gets wedged into a collision, aka the floor, he can use that to get zip speed and he'll perform a level wrap. And a level wrap is performed by going so fast on the left side of the screen. Very excellent level, by the way. Very good.
Something works on the infinitely looping stages, too.
Yeah, so going so fast to the leftmost boundary of the stage underflows his X coordinates, which the game translates to a very high positive number, which basically translates to the far right of the stage. Gonna send the position, gonna get a zip,
And he
right,
gets
and you
another
get an
one.
level wrap.
Get used to this. We're gonna see another one.
Oh yeah.
All right, now the hardest one, I think.
It'd be Supersonic and Sky Chase.
That's true.
Yeah. So Metropolis Zone Act 3, one of the newest strats found in the run. Supersonic is going to manipulate Tails to delay his movement. And he's going to stand on a platform at a specific spot to pan the screen upwards. Oh yeah, gonna just take the death. We have to do this quick enough. So when we pan the screen up, it's going to make the screen go up. And he's going to be standing on a platform that will go down if a player passes through it. He's gonna have Tails walk over it. It's gonna make the platform descend, which makes the platform deload, and that'll give him slope glitch to sink into the slope to go onto the ground and perform a level wrap. So Supersonic still has slope glitch, so he's currently standing in the air. He's gonna do a jump at a precise spot, land straight into Robotnik, and just get all 8 hits from the air.
I've never beaten this boss damageless. For Sonic, I always take damage.
Hey, Supersonic.
I wish I was like Supersonic.
He learned the tips and tricks straight from the pros.
Straight from the pros.
Is that glitch in the strategy guide?
No.
No. It just says with the Supersonic Super Speed Dash, I go ballistic. Even without the Super Spin Dash, I can run right up loops and steep slopes. Or probably steel too.
It goes
That'll be
ballistic.
useful for later.
All right, so here on Sky Chase, normally we would do shout outs at the end of the run, but I'm going to do mine now here. So I just want to give a quick shout out to my friends and family watching at home. Want to give a special shout outs to Club 601, The Arcade, and my community, The Shrine of Chaos. Also, everybody here watching right now, in the crowd and online as well. And I also want to give a special shout out to my good friend Laneru. I actually called her earlier, and she was just trying to calm me down because I was a little nervous getting into this run, and she was like really supporting me and making sure things are okay. And she watched me practice as well. Like I would do like practice sessions, and she would just kind of be in the crowd watching, like the crowd meaning in the chat, like on the Discord call. So huge thank you for just being there for me and supporting me. So I appreciate you very much. And yeah, now we're just kind of waiting for MargeCon. Oh, before I explain what MargeCon is, there was another thank you I want to give to my commentators as well. Like right when the run was announced, I immediately reached out to Sound Defense, 2chan, and Joey. And I had to make sure Joey was here for this too, because he was the one that found like a lot of these glitches in Sonic 2. So I'm really glad that you could be here, buddy.
I'm glad to be here, dude.
Yeah. So, so we got that stuff, and now I would like to introduce all of you to MargeCon. MargeCon is this cloud pattern right here that has the face of King Kong and the hair of Marge Simpson, so thus we call it MargeCon. I don't know why the cloud pattern looks like that, but it just kind of came up to me with that name. And here's Supersonic, by the way.
First appearance.
Hey.
So we will see Supersonic again in Wing Fortress as well. I figured I might as well get all the 50 rings in Sky Chase so we can kind of get a glimpse of how he looks like and everything, because I'm sure we haven't really seen him in like Sonic games for a long time, like especially in this kind of style, like going into a level and getting 50 rings. Also free 205 on that stage.
The freest 205 we ever did see. So we're gonna get the 50 rings relatively quick. They're pretty like readily available at the very start. So we're gonna turn Supersonic in the very start of this platform section here. It's a little tricky in the position where you do it at. You have to like do a little platforming to not fall, and very nicely done. We're gonna have one more instance of slope glitch. We're gonna stand on this platform. He's gonna deload off his feet. He's gonna just, it looks appropriate. It looks like he's flying, right? But he's actually running straight into like the nothingness. So
This looks so cool.
yeah.
I think that's only doable on this cartridge.
Yes. So Supersonic is playing on the classic Sonic compilation cartridge. There's actually 2 revisions of this game. The original Sonic 2 that you might own, or you play any remakes or ports of the game, you won't be able to do that. This is a version exclusive strat.
That's such a cold pose right there.
That's very dope. That's a wait. This might. Oh wait. You have Supersonic. Wait.
Is this gonna make it?
You have Supersonic. You're gonna jump really high.
That was okay, all right.
I had a feeling I was a little too far there. At least we got the checkpoint. We'll try it again.
It's cool. You just get to do the whole thing again.
Right, right.
Except regular Sonic. So let's see if we can get slope glitch here.
You're gonna see the beat the game version of the strat.
Yeah, there we go.
You get the slope glitch here. So you can get slope glitch again by spin dashing into this little zipper here, and then you spin dash off of it while it's off screen, if it gives it to you, of course.
Yeah, it's just being a little tricky.
It could be pretty finicky.
If we don't get it, we'll just find them like glitchless. I'll give it 2 more tries.
Yeah, there's one of the more like finicky ways to get the slope glitch here. I try to get it.
There we go.
Very
Hey.
nice. So if memory, okay, so I didn't think I have to explain memory manipulation here, but there is a chance you're not gonna be able to spin dash. So when he's in a, all right, great. Okay, so when you have slope glitch, when you stand in an idle state, you're always teetering, like okay, well not there, but he's always in a teetering state, which means he can't spin dash. Depending on where the memory addresses are located, that can allow him to spin dash in a slope glitch state, which is the only way to deal damage to the boss if you don't have super.
I'm glad Sonic's okay. He was
Yes.
a little discombobulated for a sec.
Okay, so we are heading into the final fights here. Death Egg. There's 2 fights that we got to get through. We got SuperSonic, which has the potential to soft lock or hard lock. I will take that fight a little safe. And then we got the Death Egg robot, in which I will try to go for the 1 cycle, which is called 12-0. Try to get all 12 hits in 1 go before he flies away. So once we get to Death Egg robot, I'll need some quiet time for that.
You know, I think he's got this.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's got this.
Yeah. We don't need to get advice from the pros. We're watching the pro
This
right now.
is the pro.
So we have no rings for the entirety of this fight. So we're gonna go for a 4-4, 4 hits on the right, 4 hits on the left. And then on the Death Egg robot fight, we're gonna go for something we dub the 12-0, which is a 1 cycle fight. Get all 12 hits on the Death Egg robot before he flies away.
Him doing that last spin dash was him trying to prevent the soft lock or hard lock that he mentioned.
All right, good luck.
All right.
Yes!
Get ready on time.
Time. Let's go, dude.
Absolutely amazing. Supersonic completely nailed that whole run, and we just raised $50,000 for Doctors Without Borders. Let's go!
Oh my God.
The 12-0, man. That's what you wanted. That was what you wanted.
It's so much harder than it looks.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Let's start. Yeah,
That is a packed house back there.
sure is.
Yeah.
Well, I already said my shout outs to Couch. Feel free to shout out right now.
Yeah, shout out SGDQ 2025. Shout out Doctors Without Borders. They're doing amazing stuff. Shout out to the Sonic community and the whole speedrunning community. And support local wrestling too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joey, you got anything to say?
Yeah, shout outs to, 2chan said it best, but yeah, shout out to the Sonic community at large, Club 601's watching. I know you guys you're doing, supporting my brother, supporting the awesome game, Summer Games Done Quick 2025. You guys are wonderful. You guys are great people. Love you guys.
All right, sound effects?
You're the best.
All right, so shout out to Doctors Without Borders, MSF, SGDQ, Club 601, the Sacer community, DK64randomizer.com, everyone in my family who's currently watching. Thank you all so much. And in the words of Sonic the Hedgehog, remember, gotta stride Clyde.
Got a buzz, cuz.
Yep, and that'll do it for us. Thanks again for watching. You can also catch me on Twitch at SuperSonic, Twitch.tv/SuperSonic_. I do speedruns, various other challenges, casual playthroughs, and catch me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys then.
We have a closer for the player's guide.
Oh.
That was a blast, a Sonic blast, and you were great. I bet Robotnik won't show his face around here for a long time. Well, who knows? Maybe you better keep your eyes open in case he shows up in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Gotta go for now, though. But don't be slow. I know I won't. See you next time.
See you next time.
Thanks, everyone.
Out.